Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're live from the red carpet at the Oscars, aka another special Oscars episode of the MK Productions podcast. I'm your host, Mac. Joined here as usual with my co-host with the most, Kristen, aka Miss Flamingo. Kristen, we are live from the red carpet. As you can see, I have my fancy vest on. I actually dressed up for this occasion. How are you? You're looking really beautiful in your sequin gown.
Oh, thank you, thank you. The Oscars rolled out the carpet just for us. This little old movie podcast. How you doing tonight, Mac?
I'm doing amazing. As you know, we come to the Oscars every single year. We go over some of the major categories and we give our opinions to see who we think is going to win. And we are joined here by expert panelists here tonight. Our first guest here, he's a newbie, but we're going to treat him with the utmost respect. And we're not going to scare him off the podcast scene. He is the creator of the new Topo app, which is an app, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong,
Mhm.
is designed for social movie tracking, rating, and discovery. So his movie match game is available on iOS. He's working to get it on Android. It'll be there soon. We're joined by Ryan Yester. Ryan, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Very excited to be on and very nice to meet you all.
Yes, it's so exciting. And I thought it would be a great idea to have you on because the great thing about your app is that there's an award season tracker. And I got to play with it the other day, and it's fun. I
Thank
like
you.
it. And I was like, this is the guy we got to get on because he knows his movies. He's following all the award stuff, and I'm enjoying it because I downloaded it, guys. I hope you all download it too. Download it today. Go follow him on Instagram and have some fun. I already started logging movies, so it's a great app. Ryan, before we jump into all Oscar talk, let's get to know you. Why did you want to create this wonderful movie app?
Long story short, it's just kind of because of my group of friends. Since high school, we've always watched movies, filled our ballots out for the Oscars, and it got to a point, we go to college, we go off, we start families, and this is one way we stuck together, and it turned into a Google tracking sheet with all of us, and then it turned into everyone was having their own style of rating and
Ah,
all
okay.
the things out there I wasn't happy with. So why not make a movie rating app that you could choose how you want to rate, so you could rate with your friends different ways, and it compares them. And I was kind of sick of the printed ballot sheet, so why
Yeah.
not make it virtual? It's 2026.
Yes, it is 2026. So I had to also ask, what sets it apart from like a letterbox? Because everybody has letterbox and Rotten Tomatoes now has an app. I
Yep.
haven't downloaded it yet, but what sets it apart from those two?
Well, the main thing that I'm trying to get off the ground with this is a unique rating style that me and my friends have been kind of doing lately, where it's taking the average rating based on the categories of the Oscars. So when a movie's nominated,
Oh,
there's an
okay.
award detail, and you could rate the director, you could rate the lead actress, the lead actor, the supporting. And then it will give you an average of the whole movie as a sum. And then when you use the award rating sub, it will give you a suggestion saying you rated this director higher than this director, but in
Yeah.
that same movie, an actor maybe a little lower.
Oh, that's amazing. See, because when you do it on like Letterboxd, you only just do the 5-star rating and then you can
Yep.
heart it and say if you've seen it, but you put in all the little nitty-gritty stuff. I
Yes.
like that.
And I mean, it still needs some work, some polishing, but it's kind of basic right now. But yeah, that's the goal is try to get more people involved in the award seasons by really thinking about each part of the movie.
Yes, definitely. Over time, I'm sure it'll be turning into this beautiful flower. But on your logo, there's a pizza. So
Yeah.
I have to ask about the pizza component because I'm a pizza girl. I'm not sure everybody else is a pizza theme on this panel, but why pizza?
Pizza is just kind of nostalgic for me. It's when you went to Blockbuster, you got your movie, you got your pizza, and you watched your movie at home.
Makes
Everyone has their
sense.
own gimmick, the popcorn gimmick, the Rotten Tomatoes as their tomatoes. And then 5 stars is a little basic to me, so I thought a pizza would be a good way to slice up your
Yes.
ratings.
Well, I like the pizza component, but guys, download the app today. It's how do you Topo? I've been calling it. So did I say Topo?
I call it topo, the only
Topo.
picture
Okay.
opinion.
Topo.
Yes.
Topo. Okay, guys, download it today. It's on Apple. It'll be coming to Android very, very soon. But moving on, we have our other guest, a fan favorite on this show. Let's bring on the one, the only, the returning Oscar buddy and host for this show, Jackie K. Cooper.
Yeah,
Hi, Jackie. How are you doing?
okay. I got tickled though because Max said that Ryan is the newbie.
He is the newbie.
That makes me the oldie.
Oh,
Jackie, you're the
In
most
more in
recurring
more
guest
ways
on
than
the show. That's
always
why.
one.
You're the most recurring guest on this show, so it's only fair, that we have you and you crown yourself that title. So
How many years have we been doing it now? 5,
five
6?
now.
5 years.
Yes, because actually Jackie was one of the first people we had on when we just started to do award season, and I remember going back to the time when he came on to discuss the prom. Remember that? That was like the
Oh
Nicole
yeah,
Kidman.
that movie is just.
I'd forgotten that.
Me too. I'm just like got that out of my head. Wow, Jack, you're the Troy McLaurin of this podcast. You just keep coming back. Shout out to that old Simpsons joke. If anyone gets that in the comments, you're my hero.
Just like a boomerang, always just come on back.
But we love having you come back. That's the thing.
I enjoy this.
So Jackie, you don't have to get into the specifics, but what have you been up to and what movies have you been watching?
Well, as you know, but everybody else doesn't know, I've had like 3 back surgeries this year.
Oh,
So everything, I'm really lucky. I belong to a critics group that put all the movies up on television to computer to watch. So I got to see everything.
good.
It to me, and we'll get into this more, I'm sure. This was not a great year.
You
Agreed.
said that last year too.
Agreed.
I remember you saying that last
Yeah.
year. You don't
I'm-
like this award season? You don't like it?
Huh?
You don't like it this year?
This year, no,
Really?
no.
When was the last great award season in your opinion?
Oh,
What year?
What was the year La La Land was announced? as well?
2016.
And
10 years ago. There it is.
Wow.
Oh, there goes the sun.
Oh my
last
god.
time I was really excited.
This award season, I'm looking at the nominees. I'm like, wow, actually, this is kind of like if this is like the one year you kind of know what may win, but you never know too because we've been shocked before. Like it's funny, Jackie, you brought up La La Land. I was thinking about when they thought they won Best Picture and it actually went to Moonlight that year.
I was screaming. I remember the day I was like freaking out, and then I ended up like freaking out on the floor. I gave myself a headache because I was so excited. La La Land when I first thought won, but then it was Moonlight.
Wasn't it
Remember?
Warren Beatty who announced the wrong thing?
Yeah, and
He hadn't been
first it was
seen-
like Warren Beatty and what was it? The other one. What is it?
else
What's her
won.
face? It was they were in the movie together, Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, Faye Dunaway?
But was it Faye?
That doesn't sound right.
I could be wrong. All right. I gotta check my Google for a second. Hold on. 2016. It was
This-
Faye Dunaway. Sorry. It was
Oh.
Faye Dunaway.
Yeah.
You were
Very
right,
nice.
Mac. Okay. All righty. Yeah, because I remember she gave the card to him. And they
You
both
read this, Warren.
Yep. But anyways, you can continue, Mac. I just got excited because I found the answer. It just took me some time.
We are excited to get into some of the major categories. So we're going to be going from the best pictures, the acting categories, best director, animated feature, and the screenplay category. So I will ask the panel, where would y'all like to take a trip to first?
Animated.
Animated.
Okay.
Mac, would you like to read them off first, or do you want me to go first?
I should go. I'll go.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So starting off, we have our best animated feature film. We have Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelia, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. What a very variety of movies that we have here for this list.
What a collective list here. Okay, so let's start off with our guy, Ryan. Can you give us your prediction on who will win in the best animated feature category?
I think initially, K-pop has kind of taken over the world.
Yes.
Their music is hitting. It's on the radio. Everyone's talking about it. Any theater is still popping it up. So I'm definitely going with K-pop. I love, both Disney's this year actually. And I really fell in love with Elio and that story, and I thought that was pretty fun and original for them for a while. But then as a sequel for Zootopia, I think a lot of people have been waiting for that. And
Mhm.
I think that was phenomenal too, and that was a great story. But yeah, K-pop, it's going to be K-pop Demon Hunters for me. I love the cast too, and
Mhm.
they sang at the BAFTAs as well, and I think that
Yes.
kind of solidified it for them.
Yes, I think they also solidified it for them when it came down to best song.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would love to see Sinners win, but I that golden is everywhere. You cannot
Yes,
deny the bop for
exactly.
that. All right, Jackie.
I agree with Ryan. I lean towards Zootopia too. That's what I would like to win. But I
Mhm.
think K-pop is just there.
Mhm.
It's up there on the name, and people, the movie made billions or whatever, and I think it's going to take it.
Okay, Mac.
Okay, so call me a conspiracy theorist,
Oh no.
but
Oh,
I have a feeling, just because of timing wise, that an upset might occur and Elio might take it.
Oh, because of hoppers?
Yes, because think about it. With Elio, it underperformed at the box office last year. The only thing I remember from that movie was literally the post-credit scene with the lizard, 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 lizard. Like that's all I remember. And Hoppers is coming out this month.
Yes.
So what's the way to get a hype of a Pixar movie? Is Pixar wins another Oscar? Granted, this will probably not win. I mean, Elio was fine. Like I thought that it had potential. Like I didn't like dislike it, but probably not one of my like top Pixar movies. But if K-pop Demon Hunter doesn't win, I think I'll be just 100% shocked. But I think my dark horse pick, I'm gonna go with Elio.
Okay. Gotcha. But I'm gonna agree with the panel on this one. I'm gonna say K-pop Demon Hunters because that movie was fun. I mean, my husband loves K-pop Demon Hunters. It feels like everybody that's in like my generation of like Mac, you can even include your age on this one from like 26 till I want to say like 35. Every single person I know that in that age group loves K-pop Demon Hunters. Not even their kids love it because I will talk to like my friends' kids and they don't even like it. And all the adults like it because of the music. And it's also anime because everybody we know watches anime. All my friends watch anime. So there's like, it's not like an anime film, but it's still K-pop. There's still South Korean aspects to it. And it's a fun movie. And I enjoyed it. But personally, if I were to give this award to somebody, it's got to be Zootopia too, because I love Zootopia so much. I love Zootopia too. But I wouldn't be surprised if K-pop Demon Hunters wins. And also, we're getting two more features coming from Netflix
What is
with them. So,
Oh
around?
wow.
I'd never watched
yes.
Demon Hunters actually.
You didn't watch
I
it?
did not watch it. No, I
Please tell
know.
me you listened to Golden at least.
No, I don't like K-pop.
ah,
Oh,
oh,
you haven't listened to Golden?
No,
How dare you?
I've been K-popped out all my life, and I just can't do it. And like I don't
overdose.
know.
You're not a Blackpink fan?
No, not
No
really.
BTS?
No, I got
No.
K-popped out when I worked at Target. Everyone's like, "Can I get the new album that's like this person's name?" And I have no idea who they're talking about.
Oh.
I feel so
Oh,
old and out of touch.
that's okay. Alrighties, moving on. We're gonna move on to the screenplay categories. We'll start off with Best Writing Adapted Screenplay. All right, here are the nominees. Begonia by Will Tracy, based on the film Save the Green Planet. Frankenstein, written by Guillermo del Toro, based on the novel by Mary Shelley. Hamnet, written by Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell, based on the novel by Maggie O'Farrell. One Battle After Another by Paul Thomas Anderson, based on the novel Vineland by Thomas Pineco. I don't even know if I said it right. Train Dreams, written by Clint Bentley and Greg Quidar, friends from the good friends to the show, and based on the novel by Dennis Johnson. Guys, what are your predictions on this one?
Well, I think I have two in the running for this one. I have one for the heart and one for the masses, I guess. And the
Yes.
heart wants Begonia. That
Yes.
was the most fun I've seen in a movie in a long time, and I I can't see it kind of winning anywhere else. So I would
Yeah,
like it to win something, and I think that would be great. But I think it's going to go to one battle after another.
I agree with that one. Jackie?
Well, I'm like Ryan. I've got one that I would like to see win that's not going to. And then I think the reality is that one battle after another is going to win for screenplay. But I would like to see Train Dreams.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
That movie, when I got through with it, I thought, what did I just watch? But it held me fascinated all the way through it. So, and it came
I
blue. I mean, who would have expected it to be in the best movie category
yeah.
and nominations?
Well, it won in the Film Independent Spirit Awards, including Best Director and Best Cinematography. So we could see it win for Best Adapted Screenplay. Mac?
It probably is going to be one battle after another, but you know, don't sleep on Hamnet. That was like a
Yeah.
late like surge in the end of the year, so it's Shakespeare, something consistent new, but it probably is one battle after another.
I would be happy to see any of these screenplays win, except for Frankenstein. You can throw all the tomatoes in the chat if you want, because I was not a total fan of that script, but I do love the script for One Battle After Another, Train Dreams, and Begonia, even if I'm not a fan of the last, 5 minutes of that weird long take at the end, but I loved everything else in that movie. But I love all these screenplays, but personally, I think it's going to go to One Battle After Another, but I also would love to see it go to Begonia or even Hamnet. So, but Train Dreams is also really good too. Any of them except for Frankenstein. But anyways, moving on to the next screenplay category, best writing. Would you like to take this one, Mac?
So what we have here, we have Blue Moon by Robert Kaplow. It was just an accident by Jafar Panani. Marty Supreme by Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie. Sentimental Value by Eskil Vogt and Joachim Trier. And then Sinners by Ryan Coogler.
Ryan.
Well,
Speaking of Ryan.
I think, there's been such a beautiful big push, and I think I could be wrong, but I think everyone's going to be picking Sinners. I think
hmm
what a fun ride that was, and I'm excited that it was an early movie last year and it's held on for this long, which makes me very excited. That everyone's still talking about it, everyone's still seeing it, everyone's still hyping it up, and I think that deserves the original screenplay. If anything, that I think, would have a chance would be Marty Supreme. I think that was
Yes.
so well done, so well written, and how that story came across was so thrilling as well. That'd be my second choice, but I'm going to lock it in with Sinners.
Gotcha. All righties, Jackie. Give me your thoughts.
I'm going to reverse Ryan.
Oh,
I, I would I would like to see Sinners win, but I think Marty Supreme is going to take it. There's just been too
oh.
much talk about it. It's chaotic from beginning to end. To write that and get it to make any semblance of sense is a real accomplishment. And the actors just lifted the words and threw them out there. And I, I was a fan of Sinners, but I think Marty's going to get it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mac, what's your pick?
Actually, technically, Sinners is an original screenplay. It was done better in 1996 From Dusk Till Dawn. It's the same concept, so it's not original, according to the internet.
Oh, oh,
But I
okay,
really
internet
want
nerds.
Sinners to go because Sinners is like my favorite movie last year. That
Mm-hmm.
writing was so like Marty Supreme like is a good contender to maybe go over it, but I still think Sinners is just like that story was just not even just the story beats, but like the way that the characters are written and the fact that Ryan Coogler was able to make two distinct different people with Smoke and Stack. And we'll get to the acting category and why I think Michael B. Jordan's going to win. Spoiler, but to kind of craft that dialogue to really separate the characters, and even with the characters, their motivations, everyone's motivation by the end, by the time the vampires attack, and that's why I think Sinners is going to take it.
I agree. I have nothing else to add, but Sinners was Probably the best out of all these nominees last year. I'm not a fan really of Sentimental Value. Again, you can throw all the tomatoes that you want, but I think Sinners had the best screenplay here, even though I loved Marty Supreme too. Um, but yeah, that's this original screenplay category. Do you know what's going to be interesting? I would love to see this time when it comes around next year. Speaking about movies that we might see a year from now, Project Hail Mary, because that movie is getting so much hype right now. It's based on the book by Andy Weir, and I'm about to dive into that book, and I've heard nothing but great, great praise.
Didn't he
So
write Martian?
yes, I've seen The Martian. I love The Martian. My husband read the book,
Too, didn't
and
he?
he's about to start reading Project Hail Mary. We started the audiobook, but then we fell off on it. I recommend some of the audiobook if you like audiobooks. I have trouble getting into them, but I enjoyed from what I have seen and from Project Hail Mary. I think it's going to be a good time. So, but Jackie, have you read um any Andy Weir books or no?
And he what?
Have you read Weir books?
I have. I have. But I can't say I have. I've read The Martian, which I thought
Okay,
was great, and I thought the movie adaptation of it was even enhanced the book. So
fantastic.
I'm really excited about Project Hail Mary. Just everything about it looks good.
But also, I'm thinking about it. We could see the Odyssey next year too in the adapted screenplay category.
That is a
Because
Yeah.
freaking. I got it for Christmas, and that's a big ass book, man. I swear. I'm like, this is like, I was like, why am I reading this? Like, I'm only on chapter 8, and I got like at least 600 more pages to go by July, and I was like, nope, I want to read the Odyssey. Never did, but yeah, that's probably gonna be on the watch list next year. What you say?
yes.
What you say, Jackie?
I admire you
Oh,
for
thank
jumping
you.
in.
Well, Mac's probably going to be the only one that actually reads it on between the two of us because I'm looking at that book and I just go,
It's
I
daunting.
can't do it.
And it all
It's a
depends.
lot.
It depends on what version you get. So I have the Iliad version, which is actually the extended version of the Odyssey. So that's like that is over 800
Oh,
pages of that. So even if like I could have said, give me the regular version, I said no, give me the Iliad version. And it's like nope, I should have just gone with the regular version. But nope, I wanted more context. That's probably the one that he's gonna adapt in this 3 hour, probably 3 hour movie.
yep. And we
Let
could
me say
see it.
one thing since we are talking about Sinners.
Mhm.
This is
Yes.
my observation. I think Sinners is either going to win 14, 15, 16 Oscars or it's going to win one. I don't think it's going to be a middle ground. I think it's either going to be a big Sinners night or a bad Sinners night.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Well, we'll see what happens coming up on Sunday, March 15th. Moving on to the next category, we'll talk about Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Mac, I'll read these nominees off, and then if you want to read the next category, does that sound good? Alrighties. Moving on to the category of Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein in Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo in Sinners. Sean Penn in One Battle After Another. And Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value. All right, Ryan, your pick on this category.
This one is another tricky one for me because I do love One Battle After Another altogether, and I
Hmm.
think Benicio and Sean Penn both give a crazy and a performance that outperform each other, and I don't even think they're in a scene together. Maybe if there is, it's very short. And so it's very interesting to see these two characters that don't really interact with each other that have just such an amazing performance each.
Hmm.
So out of those two, I think it's going to go to Sean Penn, but I think Benicio is my heart favorite.
Yeah, I agree with that one. It's interesting to see because Sean, I wasn't expected to see him win at the BAFTA,
Yes,
but he won, and then he just won this past Sunday for SAG, and I'm like, could we just see like a crazy take and see like, Sean Penn just again win week? Because Skarsgård won at the Globes,
right,
and then Jacob won at Critics, which
right.
I was looking at some of the critics like,
I
really?
agree
Hey,
with
Jacob?
that.
that's
Like,
my group.
yeah. but I was not a crazy fan of Jacob Elordi and Frankenstein, but I was surprised to see him win by the critics. But Jackie, what's your pick?
Well, in the Sinners Takes Them All or Takes Very Little, I would love to see Delroy Lindo win.
Hmm.
I thought he was one of the standouts in that film, which had such a huge cast and so many stories going at one time. He managed to stand out. And so I'm going with Delroy Lindo. It may be Sean Penn. I think that's his closest competition, but I'm sticking with Lindo.
Lindo, Mac.
Delroy Lindo. This has to be a makeup for not getting nominated for The Five Bloods, which I still have cried that he was robbed of a nomination for that movie. Um,
Hmm.
and think about it too, like he's been in the game for like almost 50 years now, and
And
you're
he's
just
really good at everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 73, and I think this might be the Oscar. Like, here you go. It's kind of like hey, you did a good job. We're gonna give you this Oscar
Like the
for it.
legacy Oscar, which I've said about previously for Jamie Lee Curtis, I didn't love her in uh Everything Everywhere All at Once. At least I loved Delroy Lindo in
Yeah,
Sinners.
he
I will
was.
say that.
He
We're
need.
talking legacy.
I want him to win so bad, man. He was awesome. I love Delta Slim in Sinners. He's like I think he is one of my favorite characters in that movie.
This is a tough one because personally speaking, I would love to give it to Benicio, but he has won. Delroy, would love to see him win and get that legacy, award Oscar and know it was for an amazing performance. But Sean Penn, I would love to see him win again. But I think it's gonna go to Sean Penn, but I wouldn't be surprised if Delroy Lindo wins. I wouldn't be too surprised because something crazy could happen because it's the Oscars. Because the craziest Oscars thing that happened, I'm not sure if I've talked about this on the before, but going back to 2015 when what's his face? Mark Rylance won and not Sylvester Stallone for Creed. And I thought that was the craziest one because Sylvester Stallone was winning all those awards back in like 2015. And then we
Mm-hmm.
get to the Oscars, Mark Rylance won for the Steven Spielberg movie, which I'm forgetting at the top of my head.
The
But
Brig.
which one was it?
But was Tom Hanks in it too?
Yes, it was the Steven Spielberg movie.
It's
What
about
was
an Eastern Western communist,
Yes.
and they've
And
swapped on the bridge.
yes,
They,
I rem that was the only thing I remember from that movie, but
but
nothing else.
at that time, Christian, Mark Rylance kind of had a surge to his career,
Yeah.
and then it went away, and I haven't seen him in anything lately. But he was having his moment,
Yeah, he
and
was. The last time I actually saw Mark Rylance in a really, really good movie was the one where he played the tailor. The
that was so
outfit?
good.
That was good. Was it
One
the
of my
outfit?
favorite movies.
Was it the outfit or was that the movie called? Am I blanking on it?
I
Because that
can't
was a
remember.
good one.
I loved it.
That was a good one, but
Unexpected. I
it
didn't
was
know
the outfit. Okay. I was
it was
blanking on it.
called what?
I'm
Was it
sorry?
called The Tailor?
No, it was called The Outfit.
The Outfit.
But he
Okay.
did play a tailor because I
Yeah.
like that one too. But Delroy Lindo, I'm hoping you get this one, but it's anybody's category in this one. Mac, supporting actress. What are the nominees?
So the best supporting actors, we have Ella Fanning for Sentimental Value. Oh Jesus.
Inga Inga Ip's daughter Lilias, that's how you say it.
What she said for Sentimental Value. I was not gonna attempt. I was like, I didn't want to mess. I was like,
You
oh.
know how I'm bad with names. This is the
Oh
one
my
that
god! I just saw it. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna take that one. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Wunmi Musaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Now, I'd like to go first for this, please.
Yes, go first, Mac.
I want Amy Madigan to win so badly because
Yes.
you're telling me you can have a horror movie performance get nominated for Best Actor or any acting category. This
Yeah.
is gonna open the realm up so much. And then she's already won. I think what did they she won the other
Oh,
night.
the
She won SAG the other night.
Yeah. Like if she takes this, because she was amazing as Gladys. Like she was like Weapons is a great movie on its own, which I still think it should have been nominated for Best Picture, but that's just me. Um, Like her as Aunt Gladys was like the most memorable part of that movie. Like you know, talking about a horror movie villain last year. Like besides Remick, who there's a strong case that Jack O'Connell should be nominated as well too for best
Mm-hmm.
villain or well, not sorry, best supporting role.
Sporting, yeah.
Um, like she killed it in like you could talk about someone like Mia Goth or Toni Collette who weren't nominated for their roles in their horror movies, but if Amy Madigan can like she already has been nominated, if she can win it, then that's gonna be like okay, horror movies we should respect them in the Academy now.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go back to Ryan. Ryan.
Yeah, no, I think that would be kind of my top pick as well, Amy. I think this is a really fun supporting actress race here because I like Woomi as well too. I think what a beautiful performance, and she won the BAFTAs,
Mm-hmm.
and
She did.
I was very happy with that. And then I mean, I love Tiana Taylor. I think I do have a soft spot for One Battle After Another, and I agree with Jackie where it's either going to be a big Sinners night or not. And I think
Yeah.
if it's not a big Sinners night, it might be a big One Battle After Another night. But
Yeah.
for this, I also agree with Mac. I'd love to see Amy win this one.
Okay, Jackie, what's your pick?
Amy Madigan for two reasons.
Okay.
Number one, I didn't know it was Amy Madigan until the movie was almost over. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't recognize her at all. And then I think the legacy, cumulative effect of all of her past performances over the years, it's her time.
Yes. And I agree. I think it's gonna go to Amy. I would be surprised if it goes to like somebody from Sentimental Value. I'll be very surprised. But Wumi, I love her. I would be happy to see her win. It's between her or Amy. I'll be happy with any of the two. But I like Tiana Taylor, but I think it was should have been Regina Hall, I think, nominated over
She
Tiana
didn't get
Taylor.
attention.
What?
Regina Hall didn't get any attention.
I know, and I think she was deserving of it because I thought she was good in that movie. She's in more scenes than Tiana Taylor in my from what I remember.
Agree. I was
So,
very happy for her to be in that movie and what she did with it too, and
yeah.
but no recognition.
Yeah, and to see her be known for so many comedy movies and then just her having her show up in one battle after another, it was so different. And now we're going to see her, in Scary Movie. What is it? Six now that's coming out?
7?
Seven? Not Scream, but it's Scary Movie.
Oh,
But
That
geez,
is
this
yeah,
Scary
is
Movie 6.
Scary
6.
Movie 6. See? So now we're going to see her more comedy again, but I hope we get her in more drama because I like her in dramas. All right. Moving on to Best Actor in a Leading Role. The nominees are Timothy Chalamet and Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent. Uh, let's change it up again since Becky went first. Ryan, we've been going first a lot. Jackie, what's your pick on this one?
Well, by rights, it should be Michael B. Jordan since he played two roles and he had to do double time.
Double
But
duty.
I think it's going to be, the people who wanted Timothy Chalamet to win for the Bob Dylan movie and he didn't win. So now they're saying, okay, we've got another chance to give it to him. And they're going to give it to him for Marty Supreme.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ryan.
Yeah, this is another tough one because the strong one would have been Timothy Chalamet if you asked me, a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you got this hype again with Sinners and Michael B. Jordan winning the Actors Award, and I think that bumped him up, and because of that, people are going to talk about it more. Again, soft spot with Leo. I think he's another one that he should have more of those. But
Yeah.
is it for One Battle After Another? Maybe not this time. But then I have the same theory with Timothy. He has just as much time that he could get
Mm-hmm.
it with something else. But he's been, yeah, back, Jackie, great point, back to back, great movies that he should have won. So I'm sticking with Timothy on this one. Michael, a close second.
Mac.
If Marty Supreme never came out last year, then I'd say Michael B. Jordan would have had this unlocked. But with Marty Supreme coming out and kind of like, I would have said Marty Supreme came out like as like the favorite for Best Picture, but I feel like it's like since it's come out, it's become like kind of like, hey, we can rival you and try to win that. So I really want Michael B. Jordan to win. Like Jackie mentioned, he played two roles to perfection because you felt like it was two different people. And but like like Timothy Chalamet, he this was like Marty Supreme was his Revenant. He's like, I'm gonna show y'all that I can deserve this Oscar, and he didn't have to sleep in the bear carcass this time. He just played ping
Nope.
pong, um, and he might get it, but I really want Michael B. Jordan because he absolutely deserves it. Like the his career trajectory, what he is on, because I always said I was scared after Fan Four Stick. I was like, oh no, he's not gonna do anything else. And then he did Creed, and he's been fine ever since.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly, I would love to see Timothy, Leo, Michael win, but wouldn't it be crazy to also continue that legacy award and see it go to Ethan Hawke? Because I've
I,
heard nothing but great
he's,
reviews for Blue Moon.
yeah, I just don't think he's got enough clout behind him to do it.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna say in this one, just gonna go. My heart says Michael B. Jordan, but my head says Timmy. But there's a lot of good performances in this category, so I'll just say Timmy for now. But who knows? By Sunday, by next week, I'm sure my mind will change. But anyway, Mac, should we move on to the Best Actress?
Yes, so for Best Actress in the Leading Role, we have Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, oh my God,
Renate,
Renate
Renata,
Renesv in Sentimental
Renate Rice.
Value, and Emma Stone in Begonia. What an interesting lineup. This is not like someone I would. I guess Emma Stone's the only one I would see in the Best Supporting Actress in the other years, but this is kind of like a very interesting pick.
Yes. Mac, why don't you go first? Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. Actually, I
You don't
really do not
know?
know.
I go,
I'm like, I mean, I guess the safe pick would maybe be Jessie Buckley
Yeah.
because it's Shakespeare and she's got a new movie coming out with The Bride, so you kind of want to put eyes on that. It's like because how easy would it be like the Academy Awards happens next week, but then The Bride comes out. You can re-up your marketing. Says Oscar Academy Award winner Jessie Buckley in The Bride when
Yes.
it comes to DVD. So I mean, she did good at Hamnet. I thought Hamnet was it was one of my surprise films of last year because I thought I was gonna go in there bored. But I wouldn't mind Emma Stone winning for Begonia because I mean, come on, she shaved her head for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Like what else can you do like with that? And does she have an Oscar? She has an Oscar, right?
She has two. She
Is it
won for
okay?
La La Land, and then she won for Poor Things.
She's that's another person who should have more um awards with her, but yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say Jessie Buckley.
Okay. Ryan?
Yeah, another fun race. I mean, I think the definitive one, just based on what we're seeing in award season, yeah, is Jesse Buckley, and what a beautiful performance. I can't express how happy I'm to see Rose Byrne in this, and being nominated for this, and that was an amazing movie as well, and she carried the whole story. And another sweet spot for Emma Stone. I love that she won for Poor Things. I'm happy that she's nominated for this, but I don't think this would be her year for it. And
Hmm.
a little side note from someone who's not nominated here, I was kind of upset Jennifer Lawrence isn't in this with Die My Love. And I thought
Oh,
that would have been a
yeah.
great pairing with Emma Stone being nominated. And if she was nominated, I think that would have been a fun race to watch. But then just simply got to go with Jesse Buckley with what we're seeing.
Yeah, I agree. Jackie?
all right. Did any of y'all ever see a movie called Wild Rose?
Yes. Yes, that's
Yes,
also Jessie Buckley.
yes, an Australian musical. I remember seeing that film and thinking Jessie Buckley is going to become a major star. And I don't know how many years that's been, but this is her time. She's hitting every right note. And I think that the Oscars are going to smile on her and say, Best Actress for Hamnet.
I agree. I think it's going to go to Jessie Buckley. If Jessie Buckley wasn't nominated, it would have definitely gone to Rose because honestly, that's an amazing performance, just like Emma's. I would also love to see Emma win, but I think Jessie Buckley is getting her time to shine. She's getting her moment right now. And I agree with Ryan on this one. I'm surprised, Jennifer Lawrence didn't get nominated or Amanda Seyfried for
Uh,
The Testament of Anne Lee. Because, I wasn't a huge fan of Testament Ann Lee, but I liked Amanda's performance. And same thing with Die My Love. I wasn't a huge fan of Die My Love, but I liked Jennifer in that movie too.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I don't know why the Academy was like, yeah, we need to nominate Kate Hudson.
It's an interesting one,
It's
but
such an interesting choice. Did I like Kate Hudson
yeah.
in the movie? Yeah, but I didn't think it was award worthy.
Listen,
But
she's
like
paid
I
her
was like,
dues. She's paid her dues. Didn't you like the classic "How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days"? That's you gotta get
yes,
your
but
stuff
I love
somewhere.
her. I like her in that role. But I'm like, girl. But do you know who also was not nominated and should have been? Chase Infinity for One Battle
Oh,
After Another. That's also another upset, I think. But
yes.
I know she's young. She'll get an award.
That was a
First
shock.
motion
She's
picture.
gonna get it. She's
Yeah.
That
gonna
was
get
a
it.
shock you wasn't nominated.
Which one?
Chase Infinity or whatever her name is for One Battle. I think everybody was surprised she didn't get
Yeah,
nominated.
she was. I was surprised, but she's
Not
young. She's only
hard
like
to talk
20.
about.
Yeah, I think she's only 21, but she'll get her again. She'll get her
Yes,
moment.
you'll have a day.
She'll have her day. Alrighties. Mac, do you want to say off the names for best director or do you want me?
All right, best director. So
Okay.
what we have here, we have Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental
Joe
Value.
Cam Cheer, yeah.
Yep,
That's
that
close
one.
enough.
Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Um, shout out to Josh Shafty. He could have been like his brother Benny and make a very interesting UFC movie with The Rock. But that didn't get the wait. Did Smash Machine get nominated for something? Did it get out for
The makeup.
makeup? Hey,
Yeah.
the Rock is an Oscar nominated film. What are you gonna do? Um, but I really, really want Ryan Coogler to win Best Director. Like the work that you put in that he did for Sinners is amazing, but I'm gonna say that's not my pick here. And I think looking at it, we got to go back to what Jackie says. It's either one Sinner night, a bad Sinner night with one award, or all the Sinners. Well, that's a bad term. You know what I mean? They're all gonna like something's gonna win a lot of awards, but I actually think that Paul Thomas Anderson might take it one battle after another because one
Hmm.
battle after another took like has almost they were sweeping the early award season like they took a lot of the Golden Globes too. So I feel like that might have a chance for best director.
Hmm. Alrighties, Ryan, what's your pick?
Yeah, I think it'd be a blast to have Ryan Coogler win this. But again, it would have to be a big sinners night, like Jackie mentioned before. I think he nailed it on the head. And I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Paul Thomas Anderson has an Oscar.
No, he's been nominated, but
Yeah.
he hasn't won yet.
So
And
I think this is going to be the time that they're going to give it to him for best director.
Wait, he's never got an Oscar?
no, he's been
What?
nominated.
He's been nominated, but
Yeah,
I think they're going to give it to him.
I don't remember if he was nominated for The Master, but I remember he might have been nominated for
He may
There
have
Won't
won.
Be Blood.
He
There
may
will
have won for the Master. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
So I'm looking right now. So the movies that he's been nominated for Best Director are, Best Original Screenplay is Magnolia and Boogie Nights. Best Director will be There Will Be Blood. Best Adapted Screenplay was Inherent Vice. Best Picture, Best Director was Phantom Thread, which is one of my favorite Daniel Day-Lewis movies. Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Best Picture was Licorice Pizza, and then this year's
Oh,
Best Director, Best
I
Director,
hate that movie.
Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, one battle after another. So I'm really shocked that I at least thought There Will Be Blood had a Best Picture or Best Director.
Yeah, like I remember him being nominated, but I didn't remember for which category. So, like,
Huh.
I think this is like again, this is going to be his time where he'll probably get it. I see this going this way. Uh, if Ryan wins screenplay, which he most likely will, he probably won't win Best Director. That's the way I see this going. But I would love to see Ryan win in both categories. But I think if they're going to give it to Paul, but I believe Ryan is more deserving of it.
I,
Jackie?
I agree with I agree with everybody. Uh, Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my all-time favorite movies is Magnolia,
That's a good one.
and I've been waiting for him to get his award ever since Magnolia. And I think the voting group in Hollywood is feeling the same way. It's just like this is his time. I would love to see, Sinners get the tapped in for, Ryan Coogler, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think there's just a buildup of appreciation of the overall masterworks that Paul Thomas Anderson has done.
Yes, 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 yes. Alrighty, so we're all in agreement about Paul Thomas Anderson, but wouldn't it be crazy to see if Chloe Zhao win again for her
Yeah,
directing? I
that
think
would
that
Yes,
be
would be crazy.
amazing. Yeah.
There's a chance.
yeah.
There's a good chance she could. She's got a lot of hardcore fans out there in the industry.
Yeah.
They should
And
go
she
back
came
to
back.
they should go back to
Oh,
Marvel, do it a second time. You can't
oh
second
no,
time
no
it.
more
Like,
Eternals, no more
you
Eternals.
can have another Oscar, be like, hey, Chloe's out, she's back. We're gonna have another Eternals movie, y'all. She won another Oscar. It's okay.
It's amazing how both, in my opinion, Chloe Zhao and Paul Thomas Anderson came back swinging because I was not a fan of Licorice Pizza. I was not a fan of Inherent Vice. I think the last great Paul Thomas Anderson movie was There Will Be Blood. And then thank God One Battle After Another came back and I was
I
like, this is the
like
man.
licorice pizza.
That's a whole nother topic for another day for discuss Licorice Pizza. Alrighties, we're gonna move on to our final category, Best Picture. Yay! Mac, I'll read the first five nominees, and then you will read off the last five. Does that sound good?
No, I'll do the first five.
Oh,
But
okay.
all right, so we got Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, and Marty Supreme.
All right, then we have One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
I want to give a
Alrighties.
shout out to my boy Joseph Kaczynski, man. Talk about going from one of my favorite films, Tron Legacy, to being an Oscar-nominated, not director, have your film for Best Picture with F1, which a film came out of nowhere that I would have not expected it to be the hit that it was. So that was just my 2 cents on it.
And then also he was nominated a couple of years ago for Top Gun Maverick. So
Yeah.
he's coming back strong with those movies. He knows how to make a fun blockbuster. Ryan, what's your
Yeah,
pick?
I think I fell in love with Poor Things back in the day, and I walked out of the theater saying that was going to win instantly. I did not feel the same way about Begonia this year, even though how much I loved it. I think maybe I hyped it up in my head. A lot of great nominations this year for the movie scene. I love that some people don't like how many Best Pictures get nominated, but I think this is a good size, and it makes it a little harder, makes it a little more fun.
Mm-hmm.
But if I think if you're going to win Best Director, you're probably going to win Best Picture. So I'm going to go Paul Thomas Anderson. I keep
One
on
battle.
trying to say Paul F. Tompkins, who was in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
All right, Jackie, what's your pick?
Well, I like movies,
Yes.
good popcorn, good story, good keeps you entertained, and you feel good when you leave. And F1 was my favorite movie last year. I just
Yeah.
I liked everything about it. It held me, but I don't think it stands a chance. If you're going to rank the movies, it would probably come out number 10 out of 10 as getting the award. I think Sinners is going to get pushed out on this, and it's going to be, like Ryan said, Paul Thomas Anderson, one battle after another. The wave just seems to be rising, and that's where it's going to go.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mac, what's your pick?
I'm gonna go with Sinners. I think that even if they don't get any other award, that has to be the award that they go with for it winning. And there's like a lot of picks here. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, these best pictures, besides only a couple of them, a lot of them could be replaced with a few of it, to be honest with you. I mean, like, call me crazy, but I kind of think Superman should have been nominated for something. Uh,
At least in the effects
yeah,
category
or
or
like 20,
and sound.
28 years later was another one that could have been nominated. The Phoenician Scheme was one that actually didn't get any love, which is a Wes Anderson film, which is crazy. Wolf Roofman, Warfare, Sorry Baby,
Yeah, Sorry Baby didn't get anything for the writing, and everyone was like, "Oh, Sorry Baby's gonna get nominated," and
and
no,
one more before you go, Kristen.
yeah.
That was a late favorite of mine. Was Nuremberg from Rami Malek and
Oh yeah.
Russell Crowe. Very very good film.
Oh,
What'd you say, Jackie?
Nuremberg got no buzz at all. It was like, hey, everybody who saw it said it was good, but nobody spread the word about it.
No,
Yeah, I think it was at like wasn't it like a TIFF? And then I remember seeing it, showing it at my local film festival, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll grab a ticket, and I never did. And then it like came and went in
they.
theaters, and I was like,
I saw
what
the
happened to this movie? It
I,
like I blinked, and then it disappeared.
I saw the trailer on Facebook and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna see it in the theaters. And then like I was gonna go see it at Cinemark, but then they pulled it. So I couldn't find it anywhere to watch. So it was like, okay, cool. This is the same thing what happened with September 5 last year when I tried to look for watch it,
Yes,
and then they pulled it from theaters. I didn't get to see it until it got Paramount. But
that was a good one too.
yeah,
Oh,
that was
that
a
was a
great
good
movie.
one. Okay, so I'm so torn because now with Sinners winning SAG, and then One Battle After Another winning, and then Hamnet winning. I don't think Hamnet's gonna win Best Picture, but I don't even know anymore. I think it's gonna go to. See, today I'm gonna say One Battle After Another, and then come by next Friday, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Sinners. It's gonna be Sinners. I'm gonna change my mind like a hot pocket or something. I'm gonna change my mind like crazy, I feel like. But all these nominees are really, really good. I think Frankenstein needed to be nominated for Best Picture? No, I didn't think Sentimental Value needed to be nominated for Best Picture. Are those wild takes? Yes, but I think there was better stuff out there. Sorry, not sorry. But I think all these are good nominees. But F1 Jackie, to follow up with your favorite from last year, I think it has a very strong chance of winning sound.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It'll get
uh,
something. It'll
it
get
will
something.
get something. It's definitely going to get something. I do see even like Marty Supreme getting at least something. Like at least most of these movies, I think, except Begonia and Train Dreams, I think is going to win cinematography. I think everything except Begonia is going to walk away with something. That's what I think. So at least the movies that are nominated for Best Picture. So, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up, Mac, of our Oscar special with our predictions.
Also, where was Highest to Lowest? That was like one of Spike Lee's best movies. I didn't even get no love.
Yeah, is there anything else missing here that you all think that should be nominated for in terms of Best Picture?
Um, I mean, when Jackie said he likes a good feel-good popcorn movie, I don't think it was ever going to get nominated, but I felt that way with Wake Up Dead Man. I was, went and saw that in
Yeah,
theaters, and I was loving it.
that was a good one. I wasn't expected to love it as much as I did, and I was like, this one was really, really good. I also wanted to see No Other Choice be nominated. I
That's a good
think
one.
that was a fantastic movie. I think it should have been nominated for Best Foreign Language. And I recently saw My Father's Shadow. I think that was fantastic too. I think that should have also been nominated. But yeah, it would have been nice to see Weapons being also nominated for Best Picture too. But yeah.
The one I wanted to see nominated, and I can't think of the title now, so that shows how bad I am. But it was about the penguin, the professor and the penguin.
Oh, oh, did it have Steve Coogan in it?
Huh?
Did it have Steve Coogan in it?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I
Oh,
love that movie. It came out too early and it came and went. And by the time people saw it in the theaters, they could have cared less. But I sure would have loved to see it get some.
I didn't get to see it, but I remember seeing it
Oh, go
advertised,
see
and
it. It's a good movie.
I was like, I want to watch this, and then I completely forgot about it until you just brought it up. So now I have to watch it.
I'm the reminder.
I know. Alrighties, Mac. Is there anything else should we add before we have to say our goodnights and our goodbyes and say see you
Anyway,
all?
best casting. We got Hamnet, Marty Supreme,
Oh,
Love
we're
Out
gonna
of
start with
Brother, The
this one.
Secret Agent, and Sinners. I think Sinners is gonna take best casting. It has to, because that
Oh,
cast
I didn't
is.
think we were gonna go over
Oh no, I
this.
was it's interesting. It's a new category. It's like when they
Okay.
added the most popular one, an Army of the Dead one with Zack Snyder. Remember that?
Oh
As it
God.
zooms into your Minnie Mouse.
Oh God.
But no, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I think this award season is gonna be very interesting, and depending on what happens next Saturday or next Sunday,
Son. Yes.
it'll be very interesting to see how Twitter reacts to it. Because if stuff does not win, there will be cries from the usual suspects from there. But I'm very excited to see, and kind of get ready to see this year because this year's looking really stacked. There could be some bombs, there could be some flops. So it's just to see what's gonna be nominated for next year.
If you could predict, if any of you all could predict one movie that could be nominated for Best Picture next year, besides The Odyssey, what do you think it could be? Because we all know The Odyssey is going to get nominated. We all know that. But what are you all thinking in terms of 2027?
Hmm.
Probably
It's a tough.
Project Hail Mary. If it's
I
like
agree.
if
Oh yeah.
yeah, it has to. I'd say
Is Dune 3 coming out next year?
Yes,
in
this
December. Yeah.
Christmas,
Then yeah, there you go. December
Dune,
release.
December release, definitely. I think it would be fun to see if we get some summer movies like in there again, like how we did with Weapons, like because we are getting like a Hugh Jackman horror, like no, it's not a horror movie. It's
It's like a
the
murder
Death of
mystery, right?
Robin, the Death of Robin Hood. There's that one, but then there's the
Yes.
Sheep Detectives. I don't think that's getting nominated.
I
Does it
thought
look
that's where you were going.
insanely? No, does it look insanely cute? Yes, but I don't see it being nominated for any Best Picture. But it was the Death of Robin Hood. I saw like a preview for, it, and I'm like,
Oh,
Hugh
don't forget
Jackman?
Disclosure Day because that could be Spielberg's last movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
And shout out because they filmed that movie in Cape May. So
Yay.
yep, they filmed that in Jersey. Gotta love it. So I will be supporting. Anyways, Disclosure Day. That's a good one. Hopefully we'll see a next year nominated. But yeah, anything else? Anything else? Nope. Okay,
Avengers
great.
Doomsday.
No.
I mean, if they had a box office Oscar, that would probably win because that might be making $1 billion.
That's like we're going back to then the Golden Globes category
Okay,
where they
okay.
have it best box office achievement then. That's like saying we're gonna put in the Twitter award category again, your favorite category, Mac.
But
No.
yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. This has been another. They're kicking us off the red carpet. They actually said we can't go inside because we're podcasters, but it's okay. But we have our Oscars. We're the Oscars in the red carpet. But we want to thank you all for tuning in for another Oscar special. Oh my goodness, awesome, Jackie, Ryan, thank you so much for
Yes,
stopping
thank you
by.
both.
Jackie, where can the good folks find you at?
Did you ask me,
Oh,
Mac?
yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My YouTube channel, Jackie K. Cooper, YouTube.
Awesome sauce. Awesome. And Ryan, where can the good folks find you?
You can find me at topo_ratings on Instagram and TikTok. We also kind of post ratings on there too. You can follow just my normal social at the Yester on Instagram, where I post other ratings of music and TV shows and stuff too. But we're sticking it to movies here. But thank you guys again for having me. This was great. And can't wait to see what you guys pick on the app.
Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you all download the app. It's available on the App Store and coming soon to Android. Mac, where can the good people follow us?
You can follow us on our YouTube channel at the MK Productions Podcast. Make sure you follow us on the Instagram of the same name. Donate to our Patreon. Every dollar helps as we continue this podcasting journey. Also, listen to us on any of your streaming devices. I don't know what your kids use, your Spotify's, your Tunes, Apples. I don't know what the hell you do. But until next time, I've been Mac. This has been Kristen, Jackie, and Ryan. And you've been listening to the MK Productions Podcast. Peace.
Bye.